escrow. What is it? And how does it work? More importantly, who came up with this ridiculous name? And are there actually crows involved? Find out after the title card. Welcome to the Red Desk, where we break down real estate and homeownership jargon into actionable advice. In this episode, I'm explaining the real estate mechanism that makes buying and owning a home a lot easier. Its name, you guessed it, escrow. E-S-C-R-O-W, not a crow, escrow. And unlike my feathered friend right here, escrow isn't just a funny bit. It's an essential part of the home buying process. If you've ever made a big purchase online and immediately thought to yourself, maybe I shouldn't have just given some guy named Jerry $800 for a TV I haven't seen actually work, then deep down, you know why escrow exists. So what is escrow exactly, other than a reason to buy a taxidermy crow? It's an agreement where a third party holds a sum of money in place until certain conditions are met. You know, like making sure the TV you want to buy actually turns on. Escrow works like this. You send money to a mutual friend to prove to Jerry you're serious about buying. Jerry hands your buddy the TV, but your friend doesn't give Jerry the money until you get back home, plug it in, and cue up another heist movie with an ensemble cast. Once you're certain it's not a dud, your friend hands Jerry the dough. Escrow is designed to protect the interests of everyone involved. In real estate, that's mainly the buyer, the seller, and the lender. And we all just want to be happy, right? Right. So when your agent asks for a chunk of change to put into escrow, don't be surprised. It's for everyone's peace of mind. Now, to further confuse matters, you're going to encounter two kinds of escrow in real estate: home buying escrow and homeowner escrow. Both involve putting money into separate third-party accounts, but the reasons why are a little different. Home buying escrow is used during the home buying process, and homeowner escrow shows up after you sign that sweet, sweet closing agreement. I know. Real creative. What your agent is asking for is the first type you'll see when buying a home. We call it home buying escrow. When putting an offer on a home, it's common for buyers to make a good faith deposit into an escrow account. This is just a formal way of showing that you're committed. Plus, it gives the seller some peace of mind. It's pretty much the same thing that happens when you pay a deposit fee for a hotel room. If you bail on your reservation, they gotta get something back for not renting the room out to other guests. The good faith deposit isn't the full amount. Not even close. No one wants to give a big check to someone before a house is officially closed. Who knows what you might find during an inspection? The deposit is enough to let them know you're serious, as long as there's nothing wrong with the property. This window of uncertainty is where the home buying escrow account comes into play. Whoever's buying the house sends a deposit to an escrow company's bank account, and then that money is only released after both parties agree that everything is good to go. Holding the cash in escrow means that you can take the money back if you don't end up buying the house. And if you do buy it, well, then that money goes toward your down payment. Simple, easy escrow. On the flip side, if you're the seller and turn down other offers because someone convinced you they were going to buy, but then backed out at the last minute, no worries. You get to keep their deposit in return for your wasted time and effort. Their loss, your dough. Now, let's talk about what happens after you buy your dream house and the second stage of your adventures in escrow. I know what you're thinking. I thought escrow was to keep me safe as a buyer in case the house was haunted or something. You're absolutely right. But there's more to escrow than just your personal peace of mind, right, Henry? Henry agrees. When you buy a house, you don't just immediately own it. It might sound strange, but until you pay off your mortgage, the real person who owns your house is your mortgage company. So, say you forget to pay your homeowner's insurance and accidentally burn down your house deep frying a turkey. Guess who's standing on that pile of ashes and down a lot more than you? That's right, the lender. Homeowner escrow exists to make sure the lender doesn't lose a bunch of money if something goes horribly wrong because you decide to fry a turkey in a gallon of oil. It's the same reason why you can't cancel your auto insurance if you still have a loan on the car. So what is homeowner escrow exactly? It's basically an additional monthly payment that your lender builds into your mortgage bill. This extra bill is for two things your lender wants to make sure you never forget to pay: homeowner's insurance and property taxes. This special part of your monthly mortgage payment is sent to a second escrow account separate from the account you use to buy the home. Don't worry, you don't have to figure any of this out. Someone will set it up for you. The total mortgage amount that you pay every month is really going to 4 different places: your principal, your interest, your property taxes, and your homeowner's insurance. At the end of the year, there's an exact amount you end up owing. Your mortgage servicer will take the money in that account and uses it to pay those bills, just like income taxes. If there's any extra left over, you get it back. If there's not enough, then you'll have to pay to cover the difference. How do they decide on how much the payment is? Well, it's based on what you paid for taxes and insurance the year before. Or, if you're a new homeowner, then it's a payment based on your lender's best estimate. Real scientific, right? Some years, your mortgage payment might be lower than the previous year. This happens when you've been overpaying into your escrow account. Overpaying might sound like a bummer, but it's just protection from yourself and your shopping sprees. Consider the alternative. If you hadn't been paying into an escrow account at all, you would have to pay those bills in full at the end of the year. That can sometimes add up to thousands of dollars. Money that you might not have after buying more TVs from Jerry. That's why adding escrow to your mortgage can seem annoying at first, but it's actually a great idea. Less work, less math, less headaches. Yes, please. It's safe to say that homeowner escrow is Red Desk approved. Plus, if we're being completely honest, when it comes to escrow, you kind of don't have a choice. Most lenders require it, so unless you have a special kind of loan, then you'll likely be using it. And there you have it. Escrow. Silly word, simple concept. Easy peasy. Still have more questions about buying a home? Make sure to check out the rest of the Red Desk episodes for details on how to make smart real estate choices. And if you've got home buying fever, start by crunching the numbers on what you can afford with the mortgage calculator from Rocket Mortgage. It'll help you narrow down your Rocket Homes search. See you next time. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you want to check out more Red Desk videos, click right here, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.